Well, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Your Music Live here on Studio Live today. My name is Pete Johns, and this is our weekly dose of independent music brought to you by the cool cats over at DistroKid. Yeah, if you're an independent creator, a musician, an artist, you want to get your music out there to Deezer, Amazon, Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, you name it, you get it there. 1 yearly subscription. Save yourself 7% off your first year using the link up there or down in the description. We've got a big show for you today. Lots of great indie music, so we better dive straight on into it. I'll say good day to everyone who's here live as we go through the show, as we do each and every week. But for now, I'm going to start with something a little bit cool, a little bit self-congratulatory. It is from our friend Michael, aka Zedland Band, and it might be the first time that Michael's opened a show. Correct me if I'm wrong, Michael. He said, "Hi Pete, this tune is called YML You Rock." Yeah, we're getting all meta on you to start off the show this week. I'll just let this play. It'll explain itself as it goes. This is Michael, aka Zedland Band.
Always present, either featuring songs or filtering to chat. Even sings on Saturdays, jungle this time like some acrobats. YML, you rock. YML, you rock. Peaches a treat, helping you create, strumming his music to the tubers delight. A minute and a half, that's all he'll play on his show. Put a link below to the creator's site. Then there's Carl Falls from Canada, because the color includes a U. She paints wonderful soundscapes across the internet. Just for you. PI pronounced alternative.
I mean, yeah, I went against my own rules there by playing the whole thing, not just a minute and a half, as was mentioned in the song. But how cool is that? If I'm going to feel the embarrassment of being immortalized, I want it to be in a Zedland song, and I want it to be funky as all get out. So very cool stuff there. Hello to you, SM Borthwick. G'day D Fresh. Hello Flat Earth Effect. Hello Nippleback. We got all the coolest kids hanging out here. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for kicking off off the show in such a cool and funky way. I hope you're doing well. You're having a good time out there. We are going to have fun for the next 2 hours, folks. I do want to acknowledge that some people in some parts of the world are having some bad times. And we've been doing this for a very long time, and long enough to have been through the ups and the downs and the good and the bad. All I'll say to you is you got 100% support here. This is your escape. We won't be talking about anything apart from the awesomeness that is your independent music. So let's jump straight on back into that with A Multitude of One. It's our mate Colin. He's back. He said, I wrote this track for inclusion in a Halloween horror compilation for Oral Films, but decided to make it mystical land magical rather than outright horror. I love it. We've got a couple of real atmospheric ones coming for you the next couple of tunes. So I think you're going to dig these ones in a big bad way. Let's kick into this one. A Multitude of One, The Enchanted Wood. Colin Powell here on Your Music Live. Yes, as Scott says here, atmospheric indeed. I feel like I've seen this in a movie. Spoiler, it didn't end well for those crazy kids. Yeah, that's definitely soundtrack worthy there. Like, yeah, just the texture that's created there. I love the simplistic nature of just a ding, 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 ding. Like just a lot of people get carried away with rhythm and think that it has to be super complex to be interesting, but no. Creating that beautiful texture with just the chord changes there and bringing in and bringing out the sort of smoothness of the higher register strings, and then the deep kind of, just beautiful crunchiness of the lowdown. Very good stuff there from our mate Colin. Very well done. A nice, and again, great video too. Great visuals to go with it. So I was very, very impressed. I was spinning that one yesterday and I'm like, oh yeah, that's going in the show. Hello, Luke. Hope you're doing it well, my friend. G'day to Chad Freeman, who's joining us here. Jenny Genevieve. And if you are here, feel free to say g'day. Psycho 7, hello to you. Yeah, very fantasy video game kind of style. Greg O as well, who got a shout out. I know. I'm feeling a little bit that way this morning, Greg. I'm on to coffee number 2, and we're doing okay. But yeah, it's been a big week. My daughter got up this morning and she was looking a bit run down, and I'm like, "You okay?" She's like, "Yeah, just a bit run down." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's been a big weekend, hasn't it?" She's like, "It's been a big term." And I said, "Yeah, it's been a big year. It's been pretty massive, this 2024 business." Next up, we got Dell. Dell Music says, hi, I've been doing music for quite a few years and thought I might as well put some stuff on YouTube and get people's opinion on it. I do all my music on my iPad and use my iPhone for video editing. You've come to the right place, my friend. You'll have a lot of other folks who can relate to that. This one is called Birds. This is Dell, Your Music Live. You know how sometimes a week, like a show just sort of has a bit of a theme around it? Like some weeks we'll just like everything's like punk rock. And some weeks everything is like R&B and jazzy and stuff. This week everything's kind of like eclectic and atmospheric, isn't it? At least the first 3 tracks have been. So very cool stuff. Yeah, see, you're the bird. I know you're waiting for the bird to appear. But remember, you're the bird. And remember, there is no spoon. Sorry. Matrix fans? Yeah, cool. All righty. Let's, God, it's going to be one of those shows, folks. I'm in a little bit of a weird mood here today, so beware. I hope everyone's doing well. Don't forget, if you are an independent artist, you want to get your music out there to the world, use these folks. Yeah, DistroKid are your one-stop shop for releasing music online. It's as simple as joining up, uploading your song, and then it's out there to the world. And look at this. I've released an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums, and you can too, from as little as $22.99 per year. It's a very, very good deal. Think of your other subscriptions you have and then compare it to DistroKid. Today, I wanted to remind you that you've actually got the ability, you've got special access here to all the artist accounts. So you've got Spotify for artists, you've got Apple Music for artists, you've got YouTube official channel, you've got Tidal Artist, and this one that's been added recently, TikTok artist account. Yeah, I know, you might not, you might think of TikTok and be like, isn't that the one where the teenagers dance to songs? Kinda. It's the ones where people make videos and they can use music as the backdrop to those videos. And why not let that music be your music? We've seen some really cool examples of where someone made a song that was about a particular dish. Like the name of the song was like a Greek delicacy, apparently. And what happened? Well, all these Greek TikTokers, every time that anyone's making that dish, what do they search for? That name. And this person's got hundreds of thousands of views and plays through TikTok because they made a song. So there you go. Out you go. Make lasagna, make spaghetti bolognese. Like you can go out, just make songs named after food, and you too could be a TikTok star. It's just one of the things that DistroKid can do to help you get your music out there to the world. And if you join up right now, you can save 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan, as Thomas is letting you know right here in the chat. Let's grab us another song. This is someone that was a featured artist recently. It was Ryan Rogers. He says, "Hi, Pete. Idiot Springs is a song about being an outsider. I did not write it to be political. I don't think it's a political song. It's a common sense song. By the way, I have given a name to my sound. I call it Nerd Country. Nerd with a U, N-U-R-D country. Nice. Thanks for making me a featured artist. I've never been featured in anything before. It gave me all the feels. Rock on." Well, thank you very much, Ryan Rogers. And now we're going to give this tune from Ryan Rogers a spin once the cloud of sounds decides it's played as ad. This is Ryan Rogers here on Your Music Live.
I'm surprised that I'm surprised. Can't miss the fear that's bleeding through their eyes. They'd rather blow the dam than try and compromise. It's their birthright. Buy the merch, take the tour. Agree with everything, or get stuck with the cure. Pledge allegiance to the brand. The key is to stay pure. To the cause is yours. Well, I may be the scourge of Idiot Springs, making a mess out of everything. But your best intentions can be wrong. I am still damn proud of where I'm from, but I will not let my heart grow numb. 'Cause we can all use a little more love. Love. Little more love. Admit the future is a guess. And don't tell me how to think in 20 words or less. You're spinning circles on TV, playing checkers, they call it chess. Hey, you and friends.
Really good stuff there, Ryan Rogers. Sounds like me. I don't know. I reckon Ryan's got a really cool country twang, like a country me, I guess. Yeah, really cool tune there. Great songwriting from Ryan Rogers, and yeah, definitely a common sense song there. Yeah, love the songwriting, love the premise. Just yeah, really well done all round, and yeah, excellent production. Like that's a head bobber. Like how you're not bobbing your head along to that one, I think it would be impossible. Very very cool stuff indeed. There you go, everyone. Yeah, so Michael Stipe-ish. Someone said a bit live. Yeah, it's like Michael Stipe and what's the live lead singer's name? I've forgotten. But yeah, it's definitely got that sort of 90s alt rock, but with a country twang. What is it? Country nerd country? I like it. Nerd Country. I would go visit Nerd Country. If I'm at a theme park and it was like Nerd Country, I'd go there. Just be like pocket protectors and calculators as far as the eye can see. That's not really the nerd thing anymore, is it? That's not really the stereotype of nerdism. Now nerds are like, oh, cool. They're all like in cybersecurity and like Lord of the Rings and role-playing games. Okay, maybe it's still about the same. Anyway, nerds are good. I was never quite a nerd. I used to call myself a semi-nerd because I loved a lot of nerdy stuff, but I was never comic books. I was never role-playing games, D&D, Lord of the Rings, that sort of stuff, fantasy stuff. But I was always technology. I always loved the tech side of it. But I replaced all the pretend stuff, I replaced with sport, basically. So I always consider myself more of a semi-nerd. Someone who may or may not be a nerd, I'm not going to judge either way, is Bradley McKnight. She says, this song is called The Dark Side. This song is about finding the brighter things to come in the future. This song will also be featured on my debut album, which will be called Walking Into the McKnight. and will be released next year. This song is available on all the streaming platforms and services. Very cool indeed. So it's Bradley McKnight, and I like that, walking into the McKnight. Anyone that's got a name that you can use your name, like I don't really have one. It's like Peter Johns, Peter Johnson. Nah, I got nothing. All right. Don't Peter Out. That could be the name of my album. Oh, did you hear that new prog album from Peter Johns? It's called Don't Peter Out. Anyway, this is called The Dark Side. Bradley McKnight here on Your Music Live.
All this dread and hate, I'm glad it's gone. It was stuck in the place where it didn't belong. I don't know where to go, I think I'm lost. But there's only one way and I think I forgot. It's time to take control, my world is whole. I'm taking what you stole from my wounded soul. I finally saw to the other side. There's no reasons that I should hide. I'm not going down, I'm not letting you in. I've discovered my passions deep within, and I'm finally awake from the abyss. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. I need to run before there's more trouble. I need to go somewhere where there's no struggle, where my thoughts are no longer a puzzle. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. I should find the escape before it crumbles. Keep on moving on so I won't stumble. Don't wanna be stuck on the dark side, the dark side. Keeping hold of all my dreams, I'm blocking all your schemes. I really should proceed now that I am free. I see through your defeats. I urge you to retreat before it gets too deep. Now that I'm free.
Very cool stuff there, Bradley McKnight and The Dark Side here on Your Music Live, which is the light side. At least I hope it's the light side. We keep things pretty light around here. We don't go deep, do we? Hello, Zonas, by the way. Speaking of featured artists, they were a featured artist a few weeks back. Good to have you here with us. And yeah, the variety on the show. Someone was in the chat here saying, do you react to beats? And I'm like, yes, but I don't even consider, it's just music, right? So I don't even consider them to be a difference between a song or a beat. A beat to me is just an instrumental. And as long as it's original, as long as it's cool, yeah, absolutely, go for it. We do. We have a variety of different musical stylings around here. Basically, the rules are there are no rules. The second rule is just as long as you're not overly explicit or preaching hate against any one person or group, then I'm cool. If you're preaching love and you use the occasional F-bomb, we'll get along just fine. But if your song is FFFFFFFFFFC, then may not get a spin. Just saying. Let's listen to one more song, and then we are going to do something pretty fun. We do something twice every show called Play My Fire Beat, where you can enter a code word and get a chance to win a free play. You get to skip the queue. You don't have to submit. You just get to tell me what to play, and I play one of your songs. So we'll be doing that straight after this. This is Cyber Keys, a scary song in a not entirely serious sense. First album comes out December 1. There you go, Cyber Keys got now. There's 2 in a row, people that have got albums, their first albums about to come out, which is pretty cool. Let's give this one a spin. It is called Ghost Land, Cyber Keys on Your Music Live. this is what I think AI should do. Just completely way out wackadoo stuff. Like, forget about trying to replicate what's real. Just create stuff that is just impossible to do. Because we can make reality in reality. Like, we don't need AI to make unreal things. We need AI to just make ridiculousness like that. That's my opinion anyway. Like, let's not replace human artists. Let's just do stuff that human artists couldn't do because they'd be like, wait, I'm not damaged enough to make something that weird. But no, good stuff there from Cyber Keys, who's done some really good stuff and submitted a few songs now, and I know that has developed a few fans in this community. Yeah, super, super gnarly. I'd go as far as saying it was bodacious. I don't know. I'm just going out on a limb there. Yeah, definitely not bogus. What other words can we think of? I keep using rad these days. It's my new favourite, my new best. I'm trying to bring it back. Like, I figure that if we're bringing back the worst parts of the 80s, like moustaches and mullets, can we at least bring back rad? Can we bring back the cool language? And can stuff cost what it used to? Can I get a Mars bar for 50 cents and a bottle of Coke for $1? That'd be awesome. I won't make it rad, but let's make our code word mullet. Because I'm steering into the skid here because I'm walking around and I'm just seeing so many kids with mullets these days, and it makes me just chuckle because mullets used to be the things that the really like sort of rough bogan people wore, and now it's like fashion to the point where I walk past a bar, like barbershops are everywhere. Is this the same in other countries? All of these like barbers, but they're not like your red and white pole out the front with like the old bloke who's usually ironically bald, just sort of chopping hair and people lining up. They're these like funky barber shops that you go in there and there's a fridge with like beers in the corner and there's like weird, I don't know. It just seems to be a whole different world. And yes, as someone with no hair, it's not really my scene, so I don't really understand it. But yeah, explain to me the barber culture. Am I missing out on something? Should I go in there and get a shave or something? I do need a shave. Should I go get a straight razor shave? So folks know the drill here, but yeah, hashtag mullet in the chat if you would like to join in the fun that is the Play My Fire beat. And if you do win, you get to choose a song to play. While we wait for you to get your mullets in order, let's give this one a spin. This is Middle Suburbia, who say this song is a reaction to those who judge life choices without walking a mile in your shoes. Yeah, don't do that, folks. Don't judge others lest ye be judged, right? Or something like that. Let's jump on over here to The Slaps, slaps.com, where Middle Suburbia has shared this one and give it a spin. It is called Fed Up here on Your Music Live.
I'm just saying, can you hear me? If you're judging what I feel, let's not make it loud. Dressed up as the truth, but you don't know what lies beneath my roof. I'm screaming in silence, trapped in my mind. You think you know me, but you're so blind. Fed up, can't you see? I'm breaking free from your tangled web of grief. Feelings deep, I won't drown. Gonna rise like a phoenix, wear my crown. Speaking my heart, tales of black and white. I'm painted in colors, burning bright. You think it's all a game, like it's in your hands. But this is my story, don't you understand? So just step back, let me breathe my air. All your doubts, I'm learning not to care.
Very modern production on that one. It's like if rap metal just kind of polished itself and roughed off the edges and reproduced it. But cool stuff there from Middle Suburbia. Yeah, I like the dynamics. I think these days there's too much not dynamics. Okay, that's a bad way of saying that. There aren't enough dynamics in music these days. Too much music is just go. I love music that stops and just completely and then goes again. It just creates such cool atmosphere and tension. Which, and again, look, I get it. Sometimes you just want to rock out, and Foo Fighters and Metallica have been going with that mantra for a few years now. But yeah, having some dynamics in your tracks, yeah. Imagine Dragonsy, yeah, right. Little Imagine Dragonsy. Should we do one more song while we wait for the mullets to come on in? If you're just joining us here, if you want to join the Play My Fire Beat celebrations, #mullet in the chat, because I went on a rant about mullets. And look, you know what? I must. So I went on my rant about how I don't understand barbershops. I don't understand why the kids are wearing mullets and moustaches these days. And then I played that song called "Fed Up" about not judging other people. And if you can't walk a mile in their boots, then don't judge their lifestyle. So maybe I just got told. Daniel, point taken. Point taken. All right, let's play another song. This one comes to us from Jason Lenig, who says, recorded on Logic Pro for iPad. Think it turned out great. Hopefully others enjoy it. We're over here on the cloud of sounds, and we're going to give this one a spin. It's called Crawl Down, Jason Lenig. Your Music Live. Yeah, that's a head bobber for sure, isn't it? Crawl Down, Jason Lenig here on Your Music Live. Very rockin' song. Love the guitars in that one. And yeah, the vocals there just had a really, really interesting style to them, which is good. Again, just things that are different and interesting and unique. That's what we need. We need more uniqueness, don't we, into 2024 in music? Because especially in the world of Suno and Udio, I've had a bit of a hard time this week because there are a couple of artists that submitted music that they created using AI, and I'm wondering where the line is, like, because some folks just put a prompt in and press go, and I'm not playing those, and I never will, because that's not creativity. I could do that, well, anyone could do that. You don't have to have any musical aptitude. And then others have been like writing lyrics and then using AI to create songs around the lyrics, and I'm like, well, that's almost just poetry, and so I'm at this impasse here at the moment that I'm not sure where to go with it, but we will work through it, and like most things, the shininess of the novelty will wear off, and we'll go back to just doing things the old-fashioned way. And yes, okay, boomer. Let's do the spin, shall we? We'll play a little bit of Jason in the background. This will be a rockin'. I think this is worthy of this because You could headbang with your mullet flapping about to this song. All right. Good luck, everyone. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win a free play on Studio Live today? Bro. Yeah, it's Mark Bro. Well done indeed there, Mark. Bro is the winner. I don't think you've won in a while, Mark. Not that I recall. You've definitely won before. I've seen your smiling mug there in the past, but congratulations for the win. And yeah, you know the drill. You've been around a few of these shows. You know, you might have caught it once or twice. So just let us know the name of the track, the platform, and the artist name, and we will play it for you right here today. Simple as that. And if you missed out and if you're about to cry into your cornflakes, don't. Just pause. Just wait on that one. And you can cry in about an hour's time, because we do it a second time in the second half. So you do have my permission to cry, but you at least wait till you've actually lost both Play My Fire Beats. Then you can cry. While we wait on Mark to decide what to play, I'm going to play this one from Lajovac, a song about unrequited love, but you still continue to love the person. Yeah, Orkies. Awkward. Yeah, I know. Isn't it weird? It's so like the fact that love and friendship and stuff has to be two-way, and the amount of people where it's like this person likes that person, but that person likes that person, and that person likes that person. It's like, can't we all just get along? Anyway, let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is called I Love You on Your Music Live.
I'm crying my bed and I'm going cranking. I'm trying waiting for not over, just being a lover. Can I go with you? Every time you said that I don't wanna die, you and I said that I don't want to try. I love you, yeah, I love you. That's always for you, 'cause I love you, yeah, I love you. That's always for you, 'cause I love you. I'm destroyed, the fire burning. I guess you got new life. The screams up in your head. The fire speaking. Every time you said that I don't wanna die, you and I said that I don't want to try. I love you, yeah, I love you. That's always for you, 'cause I love you, yeah, I love you. That's always for you, 'cause I love you.
Yeah, nice arrangement, nice vibe, cool hook in there, a cool track. Nicely done. I don't quite get the sped up thing. My children were playing me some stuff the other. Well, they weren't playing it to me. They were playing it and I was overhearing it. And yeah, a lot of tracks are just being released as sped up versions of the first track. I think it's a TikTok thing. I think because they use it in their videos and they need lots of music really fast. But yeah, interesting. Exactly. I love the diversity. I love all the different sounds and vibes that we get around here. Yeah, it would be a good driving song, wouldn't it? Yep, I agree. So our friend Mark Bro says, paying it forward since he's not here, Chris Lane Sr., Weed, Willie and Whiskey on YouTube. And just as you say that, Chris Lane Sr. did come in here. Wife had to talk to me about Christmas cards. Well, as Scott says, Chris lost and won at the same time and got the Christmas cards sorted. So that's a triple win, if you ask me. For someone who wasn't even here and didn't even participate, you've come in really well. So let's play one of my favourite dudes, definitely my favourite set of locks. Maybe he can tell us about going to the barber. He's had long hair when it was popular, when it wasn't popular, and when it was popular again. He's just holding steady. That's Chris Lane Sr. This is his track called Weed, Willie and Whiskey on Your Music Live.
Hey everybody, happy 420. Chris Lane, live in my basement. I'm going to play a cover song for you called Weed, Willie, and Whiskey.
I've got bottles and vinyl stacked to the ceiling. I get stoned for survival. It helps with the healing. When it's all gone to hell, the only thing I believe in is weed, Willie, and whiskey. You can take the ring, you can take or leave my name, you can have my heart, 'cause it's broken anyway. You can take my reputation, drag it through the mud and abuse it. Don't take my smoke, my jug of brown liquor, my country music. Yeah, I've got bottles and vinyl stacked to the ceiling. I get stoned for survival. It helps with the healing. When it all goes to hell, the only thing I believe in is weed, Willie, and whiskey. Yeah, turn that music up. Gonna lock all the doors. Turn off the lights and close every blind. There ain't nobody home. And the pictures on the wall about lost in the cloud of smoke. My vices and heroes will hold me together when I'm letting you go. Yes, I've got bottles and vinyl stacked to the ceiling. I get stoned for survival.
Chris Lane Sr. Oh, very, very cool stuff. Studio Live today does not condone the smoking, drinking, or listening of country music. Although all those things are pretty much legal pretty much everywhere now, so it's less of a risk. Oh, apart from, right here where I am. Yeah. For our Australians and Brits and European folk, yeah, Willie means Nelson, not what we call Willie. Yeah, look it up. We call something else Willie as well, don't we, Scott? Right. Let's continue on before I get myself into more trouble here. Thank you, Mark, and thank you, Chris. And Chris, let's give it another spin in the second half. Let's see if you can go 2 for 2. You can not win, but win, and then actually win again. Speaking of wonderful folks from that side of the pond, why don't we play some Kronk song? Yeah, baby. Hi, Pete. A short little ditty came about while looking at a spider having its lunch hanging from my window. It got me thinking that, just like them, humans are predators too, but a lot of us are sheltered from the gruesome bit. Yeah, as a card-carrying hippie veggie, I do wish that people had to go and watch their dinner being made sometimes. Let's give this one a spin. This is Predators, Kronk song, here on Your Music Live.
I see a spider's web through my window. I see a spider doing what a spider does. It doesn't look very pleasant, but it takes all sorts to make her work. I watch a bird digging out a snail. It needs to live, so it just can't fail. They're just like us, I see that now. Would you like another slice of cow? We're all predators in one way or another. The world goes round, whoop, there goes another. We're all predators in one way or another. The world goes round, whoop, there goes another. So why do I feel guilty when I'm tucking into meat? Oh, is it because I don't DIY? The supermarkets help me cheat. We're all predators in one way or another. The world goes round, whoop, there goes another. We're all predators in one way or another. The world goes round, whoop, there goes another. We're all predators in one way or another. The world goes round, whoop, there goes another. We're all predators in one way or another. The world goes round, whoop, there goes another.
Oh, yes, Kronk's song bringing the awesomeness. And you probably noticed there the classic 2-minute YML mix. Yeah, Kronk's song is a veteran of the YML circuit and knows how to get a little over 2 minutes of a song played. Is you make a 2-minute mix and then you make it a bit over 2 minutes. It's a hack. It's a very smart life hack for getting more of your songs played on Your Music Live. But no, really, really cool stuff there from Kronk's song. As per usual, a really, really nice track. And yeah, definitely something that I can... another slice of cow. That was just perfect. Because I often say that. And yeah, I'm like, if we use the real words for everything, I think we'd probably eat less of it. Yes. Would you like some baby cow that's been unable to walk because it's like been just left in the corner? No, anyway, delicious feel. Let's continue on. Before I promised you we'd just have fun, and now I'm going to make people feel bad about their life choices. No, you do you, boo. Felony Flats. This was the second track on our first album. It has a rap rock vibe. I approve of rap rock. Let's give it a spin, shall we? This is our mate Dion, and this is Symptoms album track number 2 called Rusted on Your Music Live.
You're untrusted, ashamed of yourself cause you never quite busted free. And now you're gazing at me, lost in space and it seems so through it chasing your dreams. And it's amazing to me the way it all unfolds when the story gets told, how it shapes and it molds and the something so cold. You know it's insane, your whole soul's rusted and so is your brain. I'm telling you nothing but the truth. No, you don't want to hear it, but it's up to you to listen. Pay attention, get to digging yourself around on the ditch. That's where you've been living, swimming with the fishes in the sea of sorrow. Soon you can't breathe and won't see tomorrow. Free to borrow my helping hand. I just can guarantee that I can help you stand. I cannot see inside. You're twisting my mind. I cannot redefine what has been left behind. You see there comes a time in life where you must decide. Will today be the day that you break away from your rusted pride? You want a peace of mind cause I've seen the signs. Read between the lines, rip the seams that bind. Dreams of mine I will never let fade. The same way that all of your dreams have strayed. You let them get away cause your pride is dusted. Your mind is rusted and your eyes are crusted. Closed, and yes I suppose it is not quite the way you chose to live your life, but that's how you've been living. Cause you threw away everything you've been given. Ripping off friends and the people you know. You're just a low life and it keeps keeping you low. I got a secret to show, got a secret to tell. Nobody knows about it, I've been keeping it well.
Loving hearing this this old school stuff, Dion. Really nicely done. I was a little bit distracted at the start by the drummer not drumming and the drums playing. But apart from that small issue, very cool stuff there. Thank you. Yeah, very, very ragey. Lots of attitude and batitude being expressed there. Very cool stuff indeed. Hello, Gino. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Is it you, Gino, that was on the fence between the Mac and the iPad and we're like going back and forth? Or is that someone else? Am I mixing you up? Yeah, I get a lot of questions from a lot of folks about, do I buy the new Mac? Do I buy the new iPad? Oh, I'm an iPad user, but the Mac looks cool, and now it's cheaper, and I can afford one, and what do I do? But thank you. Yeah, Felony Flats, I really enjoy the work that you guys did, and thanks for sharing more of it here with us. A few more songs here in the first half. This one's Anonymous Rapper. Yeah, so just finished recording this literally 5 minutes ago. It's not mastered or mixed, but we're going to get a little sneak peek at it here. It's called Story of My Life. Let's give it a spin on Your Music Alive.
Lucy.
Looking through my metaphorical window, I see the truth that I'm the only one caring about whether I win or lose, whether I live or die, whether I'm broke or fly. Tried to take on life in that hole black in my eye, but I'm still that guy, still the one that let his heart bleed, prominently wear his emotions upon his shirt sleeve, occasionally missing some doses of all his medicine and praying I don't overdose off this purple promethazine. I tempt fate, I be double cupping with cocaine, speedballing is what they would call it, the shit is no game, insane and I know it, got paperwork that can show it, plus all of this medication to try to stop me from blowing my head all over the wall, a 38 in my jaw, somebody had called the law when they descended like fog, the rest of the shit is history, handcuffs and misery, let me out of the jail to lock me up in the mental wing, it was taxing me mentally, isolation just get to me, plus I don't like the way they was talking to me parentally, anger grew monumentally, till it was fundamentally, the only thing I felt till they incidentally let me leave, freedom was a reprieve, but I could hardly believe, they put me on probation but told me I could smoke weed, they told me I couldn't drink, cause on that night I was drunk, I guess they didn't notice my bong or the super skunk or the syrup up in the cabinet, the powder up in my jacket, all the pills.
Yeah, telling the story with that one. Really nicely done there. Who is this? Anonymous. Yeah, Anonymous Rapper. Anonymous there. Yeah, the enunciation really gets you like that. It's like good rap is like a rhythm, isn't it? It's like almost playing drums, but you also get the melody and the words as well. It just creates this really cool like feel that you can click along to. Good stuff there. And on BandLab too. Really cool to see folks creating and sharing on different platforms, including BandLab, which is a platform I haven't used in a while, but I really must get back to as well. Next up, we have Ziki, and they say this song was made with my tambour, a Kurdish instrument, and a daf, a drum. Where I sampled it, distorted it, the second part was the drum I mentioned and has a lot more distortion. It's about people that are no longer in our lives and haunt us on the daily. Ooh, it is called Ghosts. Ziki here on Your Music Live.
I really don't know where, but I
really cool. I love it. See, the beauty part of creating your own instruments and your own samples and sampling your own sounds is you ain't going to sound like anybody else, are you? So you're going to get a very unique kind of groove and unique sound when you're sampling your own instruments and putting them together, because no one else is using that. And that's really cool. Because, yeah, a lot of the time, you're listening to a track, you're like, oh, yeah, I know that beat. Oh, yeah, I know that sound. You listen to that, it's fresh yet old school. Very cool from Ziki. Thank you for sharing that one. Appreciate it big time. Next up, we've got Cam Coyle. And Cam says, this is an unreleased music video for something I put together last year. Enjoy. And it is indeed unreleased. Here you go. We get to get a sneak peek in at this one. This is called Beyond here on Your Music Live.
Let's go! We're going interdimensional. It's a Cam production. Who are you? I dare you to tell me the truth. Cause I'm on that new shit, Everybody's on me like a glue stick, Hello, I welcome you. Never mind, you got it. Cam's in the brand new. What the fuck did you not know? I'm running low on everything I need, but never anything I don't. That's the way it goes. We're all these fucking souls, but they never with the notes. I suggest you don't test kids. His brains look like apes that scream. Oh man, yeah, I think you're my own biggest fan.
It's, no, we just got to listen to the rest of it. I'm sorry.
I'm going beyond the wise afraid. I'll make a song, a drop in a pond. I'm going beyond. Going beyond. Going.
How cool is that? Like, just next level ridiculousness, but just totally. Someone said unhinged. That's perfect explanation for it. Super cool stuff there from Cam Coyle. Yeah, why is that not released? Well, now you've got the access to it, folks, because it's down in the description. So go over and tell Cam that he needs to make more stuff like that and put that out there to the world, because that was next level cool there from Cam. We've got a couple more songs to go. Let's play this one. This is from YK Assassin. So it was originally written in 2023, but was only released this year. The song is about the roller coaster of love. Explicit lyric warning on this one. There probably have been a few that I probably should have said that for anyway. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? Here on Your Music Live.
JP.
She said you're hardcore, you don't care about my pain. She asked will I ever change, will I grow up and be a man? She asked are you proud? To be honest I ain't, I'm trying to give you all my love, but to be honest I be scared. I had beaches in my past that forced my heart to turn cold. Playing get what the solution, but that moved down many soul. But I try to change for you, so far that shit that you been told. Cause I know you mine, I try to treat you like pure gold. I got a cold past reason, I got a cold heart. I was betrayed by people and I didn't have a strong heart. Sometimes I love hard, get fucked up, then I feel like if you fall love. When I love you hard, but to be honest, I don't know how. You say I'm changing moods, cause I know niggas I kinda count on and make a move. Too jealous of you, how you inside me, and I wish I could. Sorry for the day you took my phone, so I feel me boo. She said you're hardcore like ours. She said you're hardcore, didn't even nice. She said I leave, but I be thinking twice. I'm hoping that you consider my feelings only once. She said you're hardcore, you don't care about my pain. She asked will I ever change, will I grow up and be a man? She asked are you
Once
proud?
again, just some really good dynamics, like the really hard hitting 808s in the beat there through the verses, and then breaking down into like a nice sort of chill vibe through that part as well. Yeah, really good stuff. Like again, I know I'm not a connoisseur of hip hop or rap or R&B music in general, but yeah, I know what I like. I know what's talented, and it's definitely that. Very cool stuff indeed. Yes, cool track there. Very nicely done. Let's change gears for the last song of our first half with our mate Moses J. Hawkins says, "Hey Pete, this is a song I wrote about some of the struggles that show up in long-term relationships, specifically the distances that sometimes creep in between people. Because of the personal nature of the track, it took me a fair while to complete. Hope you like it." Let's give it a spin, shall we? It's called These Blind Eyes, Moses J. Hawkins.
Since we turned a blind eye to what I had said, how long has it been since the trees shed their leaves around us every single place we went? Now you ask yourself what I wanted from you in the first place. Now I cover up my face with my hands in your taste. God knows I never understood. I tried my damnedest, I'd do it all over again if you would. God knows I never understood. I tried my damnedest, I'd do it all over again if we could. How long has it been since we turned a blind eye to the thing I am? How long has it been since the wind ripped through, tore it all down and left us wandering? Now you ask yourself what you wanted from me in the first place. So damn hard to say when I can't even look you in the face. God damn, I never understood.
Very cool stuff there from Moses J. Hawkins. Yeah, really intense, and as per usual, Moses just smacks you in the face from the very first note, and no exception on that one. So good stuff there, and a cool way to finish the first half. What a diverse first half of the show. Like a little bit more mellow and chill than usual. As someone was mentioning, yeah, love got a bit of a bashing, didn't it, in that one? A little bit of unrequited love theme flowing through that. Maybe we'll have a few love songs in the second half. You never do know. And I don't know, I often don't even know, because I put this show together through the week. By the time we get to Monday Monday morning or Sunday afternoon, I've forgotten half of the tracks that we've put in the show. So it's cool because it's a surprise for me as well as you folks as well. We are at the halfway mark of the show, folks. So if you haven't already, drop down to the description. Check out our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. They help keep the lights on around here. Check out all the links to all the great artists that we've played so far and have a look at what you got to look forward to in the second half, and leave a little thumbs imprint. Imprint your thumb on the bottom of this video. Or you can do it that way if you want to. It's still, all attention's good attention in the world of the tube of you. So please go ahead and do that. You can also, as Thomas is saying, submit your track to be considered for a future show using, which one is it? That one, yes. It's weird because it's sort of mirrored. So I've been doing this for nearly a decade. I still forget that if I want to point to something that's on the left of my screen, I'm going to point with my right finger and vice versa. Professional at work here, folks. Featured artist time. This week's featured artist is someone or some ones that many of you know and many of you love as well. These are two artists that we've heard separately in the community over the last few years. And since they've come together, they're creating some pretty amazing next level music. And I am, of course, referring to the artist by the name of The Skeptics. It's Tremor Bear, it's Ian Luckett. And I went, they have a song that they submitted for this week, and I'm like, I can't quite believe that we haven't actually made The Skeptics a featured artist. So let's go ahead and do that this week. And as I'm going to look for a song, because the way it works, I close the show, which we'll be doing today. I'll be closing the show out with their new song. And I went to look for a song to play for my pick, and I happened to find one from Songtember last year. But as I was searching, I saw a little promo pop up for Frank Cherzo's Community Pulse show. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, folks, but it appears that Tremor Bear and Ian Luckett, The Skeptics, are going to be Frank's featured artists on tomorrow's show. So completely serendipitous, without planning. I did not know that going in, but there you go. It is the week of The Skeptics here in the community. So without further ado, let's play this one. This is a funky little instrumental from Songtember last year. You might remember it because we played it at the time. It is The Skeptics and Funk You Up on YFL. There you go. Consider yourselves well and truly funked up there by the Skeptics, Tremor Bear, and Ian Luckett, a very cool jam and tune. I'm not sure if that was your very first tune you did together, but it was sort of towards the start of when the Skeptics came together, from memory, or I could be totally wrong, could have been an extra year. Copied the Apple Loop solo, there you go. Very good, back from when they were a one-man band. Was that without, so that was without Ian, that was before Ian joined in. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, did I? Because I know Ian adds a lot to the Skeptics, but there you go. Yeah, I probably should have chosen one that had some more Ian about it. But I remember that one because I'm like, who is this? The Skeptics. What's going on here? And then I realised that it was on Tremor Bear's channel. So there you go. All right, let's continue on. They had 4 songs before Ian. There you go. So yeah, my bad. But I guess you get to see the infancy, the start of things, and then at the end of the show you'll hear what they're up to now. All right, let's dive. You want to dive under the covers with me? Yeah, come on. It's nice and warm under there. Okay, it's getting creepy. Joe and Barry Glenn would like to dive under the covers with me. They say Austin John Marshall wrote Dancing at Whitsun to a traditional tune a week before Easter as a tribute to the woman who took up Morris dancing during World War One, the Great War to end all wars. Before all the men went up to fight, Morris dancing was in the male domain only. This is from our living room, June 1920 cover. Cool. If you know Joe and Barry, you know that they did some cool sort of living room concert stuff back in the day, back 4 years ago, when a lot of us were kind of confined to our living rooms. So we're going to play one of those for you here today. It's always great to see Joe and Barry in the flesh doing their thing. So let's give this one a spin.
Okay, Dancing at Whitsun, traditional tune, and words are written by Austin John Marshall. Dancing at Whitsun. It's 50 long springtimes since she was a bride, but still you may say hi at each Whitsun tide, in a dress of white linen and ribbons of green, as green as her memories of loving. Now the feet that were nimble tread carefully now, as gentle a measure as age to allow, through groves of white blossom and fields of young corn, where once she was pledged to her true love. In the fields they stand empty, and the hedges grow free, no young men to tend them, those pastures costly. They have gone where the forest of oak trees before, they gone to be wasted in battle. Down from their green farmlands and from their loved ones, march husbands and brothers, fathers and sons. There's a fine roll of honor where the maple once stood. The ladies go dancing at Whitsun.
Had to get a little bit of that in, didn't we? Absolutely. Very cool stuff there from Joe and Barry Glenn, absolute staples of the community. I love that Michael's song at the start of the show started off with Joe and Barry Glenn because they kind of are, they're the glue of this community. And yeah, they're just wonderful creators, artists, people. Yeah. Excellent stuff. Yeah, I know. The flute. I saw Joe holding the flute there, and I'm like, yeah, I can't fade it out before you get to hear a little bit of that, can I? Very cool. Happy birthday, Mrs. Bear. I have guests in, so you're in and out like a burger. I see what you did there. I get references. It took me a while. It took me a couple of reads. I'm like, in and out like a burger. Oh, for those that don't know, In and Out Burger is a burger restaurant chain in America. Apparently it's really good, but really busy. That's what I've heard. I've heard that it takes a really long time to get it, and it's good, but not good enough to wait the time that it takes you to get it. I don't know. Could be wrong. That's what someone told me. This one person told me this one time. It'll be grand, though. It'll be grand. Yeah, that's the name of our next artist. And thank you to Paul, who started by putting cover. Because if you didn't know, I've had a little bit of a challenge of late identifying covers and putting them in the under the covers segment. So I think last week we had 2 separate covers that were both played outside of the cover segment. Anyway, if you start your description with cover, I'm probably going to be okay. I played this on my dad's old classical guitar that we pulled out from my brother's attic. It started with the guitar tuned in double drop D, and I developed the riff that repeats through the song. I realized that for the vast majority of the time, I was fretting the second and third strings at the same place, their usual places in cowboy D. So I decided to make things really simple and detuned all the other strings down 2 steps. The third string had to go up 1 step. Now I could play the whole thing without anything fretted. Nice. See, another tuning. So saw Barry using the, I think, Dadgad in the last one, and we've got another tuning. I was going to use a capo and get back to where it was, but it sounded so good detuned that much, and that's how I ended up. What I later discovered was an open C power chord tuning, C, G, C, G, C, C. That is one fascinating tuning. I love the story behind it. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? Man of Constant Sorrow. It'll be grand here on Your Music Live.
Sorrow, I've seen trouble all my days. I left my home in old Kilkenny, the place where I was born and raised, place where I was born and raised. I left my home with just my fiddle. I left my mother by herself. Seems in this place in which I landed, most everyone from someplace else, most everyone from someplace else. Now you may say that I'm a stranger, my face you've never seen before, but I will make this promise to you. I'll see you on another shore. I'll meet you on another shore.
Very cool stuff there, Paul. Wobbly Ashtray Records. It'll be grand, and a very grand tune there, Man of Constant Sorrow. Yeah, I love it. I love it when you can just experiment with something and it sort of comes together and you're like, oh yeah, that. Again, it's just the human ingenuity thing. It's why, it's why I don't think that we're in trouble with the whole AI thing and whatnot. It's, just really, really cool to see. So thank you for sharing that one. Yeah, I've got folks talking about In-N-Out Burger. Apparently, yeah, it's mostly West Coast or sort of central to West Coast thing, and apparently not that great. A little overrated from what I'm hearing here in the chat. So I'll stick with my Chippy Donalds and my Burger Kings and my Hungry Jacks of the world. Yes, did you know that Burger King in Australia is called Hungry Jacks? Because there was already a place called Burger King here, and the guy that brought it was called Jack. So he's like, I don't know, Hungry Jacks. Yeah, true story. Come to Australia, have some HJs. Yes. By the way, where did we have it here? It was our friend Barry. There we go. Yes, thanks. Tribute to all the men and women who lost their lives fighting for our freedom. Yes, it is. The 11th of the 11th is Remembrance Day in Canada and also here in Australia. And I've said it before, I have mixed feelings about war. I know it's weird, right? I should be totally pro it. But look, it's not. The people that have made sacrifices, who lost their lives or who are now in poor health and struggling because of that, yeah, absolutely honour those people. It's not their fault. They're not the rich, horrible people that are creating the wars. They're just the people that have to fight in them to defend our freedom. So thank you to those folks. And yeah. It's Vets Day in the USA too. There you go. So for everyone around the world, yeah, I give you credit because again, wish it didn't have to. That's all I'll say. Mr. Rad, this is a hard trance remix of an older electro house track that I heard, and I couldn't get the chord progression out of my head. It was actually meant to be a Songtember song, but it ended up taking way longer than needed. It's much faster and more energetic than the previous song I submitted, which was Nebula Nights. It also features an ultra time-lapse video of pretty much the whole production process, start to finish. This has been squashed down from 5 hours of video to 3 minutes, so you can see how the whole track came together as it plays through. Out of the very few remixes I've made, this is probably one of the highest on my list, and I hope you enjoy listening to it as much as I enjoyed creating it. Very, very cool. Let's give this a spin, and we get to see a little behind the scenes as well. This is Mr. Rad's All Alone on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff there indeed. Yeah, love it. Love it a lot. Yeah. I love seeing the behind the scenes stuff, the old Fruity Loops. I know a lot of you are fans of the Fruity Loops. I never used the Fruity Loops, so I don't know. But from what I see, it looks pretty cool. It looks like it's very versatile too. A lot of people are like, it's only for one particular style of music. No, I think as Thomas Christ and others have proven, you can create all sorts of music with the old FL Studio. Yeah, right. The glow sticks and the whistle will be very cool. Nicely done there. Nicely done there from Mr. Rads. Good to see you, Mr. Rads. Rena, yeah, look, come and chat tomorrow. GarageBand Weekly, weirdly, is kind of my more ranty show. So I'll probably share some views and thoughts on things and why a lot of the things being proposed and being put in place at the moment are just not practical. Good ideas, like most things. They're good ideas trying to protect people, missing a lot of the actual guts of how it could actually function. Like we're kind of trying to put the genie back in the bottle. Anyway, I guess I did give you some of my views. Let's continue on. That was our covers. That was the Under the Covers segment. Coming up, we got a heap more of your music. We're going to hear a little bit more about DistroKid in just a jiffy, and we've got another Play My Fire beat coming up. But for now, Moon Mirage says, this is one of my favourite tracks off my new album, Enigma. It's a spooky rock vibe that I wrote about a turbulent relationship. Yep, we're continuing with the turbulent relationship theme here on Your Music Live. Let's give this one a spin. Which...
Genie, stupid, foolish, obsessive, prudent, ravished by delusion, creeping, sleeping, lost in hooling, ravished by confusion, twisted, misted, bewitched into transfixed. Please pull me through this. We're flying through the sky, a cat in the night. I'm a victim in disguise, but I'm loving it. You got your grips in me. You've got the spell. I'm enchanted for your allure. A criminal and an angel man. You're the drug, this toxic love. I'll be coming till I get burned. I'm the fire, so you better to run. Hypnotize me with the love spell, but I'm sure you feel the same. Watch out for their eyes. It's a hoax wrapped up in a lie. You cannot hide your love between the lines. Feel you coming, I'm coming to you, lusting in your existence, loose and flowing through our beauty, giving it all up to them. Tricks are thrown inside the haven, trying to force our breach, and please don't let them keep me reaching. I'm not for the taking. We're running in the night, a lion trap in the bite. You're a victim in the light, and I'm loving it. Keep your wits in line. Keep your wits in line. Keep your wits in line. You got your grips in me. You've got the spell. I'm enchanted for your allure. A criminal and an angel man. You're the drug. This
How good is that? Yeah, Moon Mirage and Witch here on Your Music Live. A very, very cool track there. Thank you for sharing that one. Hopefully we continue hearing more from you. And yeah, look, it's been the unrequited bad relationship day when it comes to songs, but hey, it happens. But Ron will fix everything. I saw him here in the chat. Happy Ron will never lead us astray. Oh dear. It's always better to leave and get yourself back than to stay in any kind of abusive relationship, whether it's with family, romantic partner, or friend. You had one job, Happy Ron. You had one job. No, it's all good. Let's jump over and take a listen to Happy Ron's latest bit of work, shall we hear? It's called Get Me Back on Your Music Live.
I circled that ad in blue, a one bedroom with no view. It's just 5 miles She can stop by when she wants to. And every Sunday there in church, I pray he'll help me get the nerve to pack up all my things and leave behind the hurt. I got a list as long as my arm for me to get through. Don't gotta tell me twice, I know what I need to do. And I'm gonna get me back if I can do all that. I can hear me on the other side saying you got this, girl, you're gonna be alright. And you'll see my smile from 100 miles. God, I miss the girl I was before I got off track. But I'm gonna get me back. I didn't know he was gonna change. I didn't know the games he'd played. I didn't know that I would watch myself start slipping away. I got a list as long as my arm for me to get through. Don't gotta tell me twice, I know what I need to do. And I'm gonna get me back if I can do all that. I can hear me on the other side saying you got this, girl, you're gonna be alright. And you'll see me smile from 100 miles. God, I miss the girl I was before I got off track. But I'm gonna get me back.
Very nicely done, Happy Ron. Not always having to be happy, eh? Yeah, but good stuff there. Appreciate you. Oh, sorry. that was awkward. Bit of breakfast. Yes, heartbreaking, but hopeful. A lovely song indeed. And yeah, look, you don't always have to be happy. Even if your name's Happy Ron, you don't always have to be happy. You can sometimes be a little bit more feels, hit you in the feels. And in fact, a lot of Ron's earlier stuff was very sort of motivational. It was like, I think originally it was like music and motivational quotes and stuff. And a few of the videos we played back in the day were very good, but also very sort of thought-provoking as well. Nothing wrong with that in the slightest. There's also nothing wrong with DistroKid. In fact, if you're like Happy Ron or if you're like any of the artists that we played here today, you want to check them out because they've got some amazing features under the hood with DistroKid. You can split your earnings. So yes, you can put your music out there to the world, but what if you're teaming up with someone else? What if someone's done a remix on your track? What if you have someone like Jade Starr who plays drums on your music? Well, guess what? You can actually split any earnings. And it's as simple as jumping into your track, going to your split section and saying, I'm getting this much and Jade's getting this much. You can edit your splits. You can see the history of those. And as soon as you make that change, whichever artist you've been working with gets the amount that you decide. So it's great for bands, when you're working with like 4 people in a band and you all want to make sure that everyone gets an even distribution. Well, you don't have to worry about any of that because DistroKid allows you to set up those splits in advance and they will be in there automatically sending the money out to the right person. So just one of the things. And yes, you can join up right now from $22.99 per year for an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums. And Zeke, there you go, comes out in 24 hours with DistroKid on every platform. Congratulations, my friend. Make sure that you share that with us. Share us a song for next week's show. And we'll celebrate your new album being released as well. Good stuff indeed. Thank you for sharing that one. And thank you for Happy Ron for sharing that one. Let us play our next song here. Then we're going to do our Play My Fire beat again. So if you missed out the first time around, you'll have another chance to do that. This one comes to us from Elizabeth Ann Coates. Says, the devil is a liar. Thanks again, Pete, for playing our songs. Could you play the song from around the 1 minute mark? This was recorded in Logic Pro for iPad at CSP Studios in Arkansas. Thanks again, Pete. Great job with the show. We can definitely cue this one up around the 1 minute mark. Yeah, don't forget you can ask me to play a song from a certain spot if you like. So let's listen to this one. The devil is a liar. Elizabeth Ann Coates. Very cool, funky arrangement, good vocals, good all-round sound there. Elizabeth Ann Coates and David Prune working together on that one. Very good stuff indeed. Thank you for sharing it. Speaking of sharing, it's time to share the love with our Play My Fire beat. So let's cue up the old randomization machine. What should we go with here as the hashtag? I was going to make a hashtag censorship, but no, that's too hard to spell. Let's just go hashtag bop. There you go. I'm going to make it super simple for you. 3 syllables, bop. Hashtag bop in the chat if you would like a chance to win yourself a free play, and you can play us your bop on the show. So if you don't know how it works, all you do is put hashtag bop in the chat, just as Chris Lane's first one to enter, Chris Lane Sr. And if you don't know the joke around Chris, Chris has entered this, got to be upwards of 30 or 40 times by now, has never actually won. He's had a few pity wins where people have won and they've paid it forward and played one of Chris's tunes. So ironically, he's probably had his music played on the Play My Fire beat as much as anyone, but has never won. And I promise it's random. Do you know how I know it's random? Very lazy man. I barely want to do the randomizer, let alone rig it somehow so that it makes it look random and choose who wins. So, I can promise you that you've got just as much chance as anyone else. But for whatever reason, the machines don't like Chris. All right, let's play our next tune while we wait for those hashtags to come in. Papa Courtney's up next. He says, a song for Kim. And Papa, you've changed. The cigarette is gone. Now you've got the pensive look. I like it. Let's give this one a spin. Papa Courtney here on Your Music Live. Papa Courtney bringing the vibes on that one. Very nice. Yes, very pretty little number there. You're playing and you're recording, my friend, continues to improve and impress. So, it fills me with happiness to see the progression of a lot of you folks and the artists in this community, because, you're just going from strength to strength. So, well done there. Yep, good stuff in Indeed. Hello to Doorways into Music, by the way. Hope you are doing well. Hello to Rena here. Hello. And there he is. Hopefully not driving. No driving and typing, please. It would fill me with dread if I knew that I was contributing to anyone putting themselves or others at risk. Yes, no, hopefully you're safely at a location now, Papa. I just mentioned that you were driving into traffic was a bit shite. So hopefully you are where you need to be. Maybe get a delicious In-N-Out burger now. I'm getting hungry now. We're talking about burgers before. Should we do the spin? I'll give you one more. I'll give you one more song. If you would like to enter the Play My Fire beat, here I am. I'm making it even harder for Chris Lane so you get a win. Hashtag BOP in the chat if you would like to enter the Play My Fire beat. 200 miles to go. Well, there you go. 200 miles. That's like 300 kilometers, something like that. All right, let's play this one. This comes to us from The Lanes, who says, recorded in my tiny home studio using GarageBand on iPad, mastered online at Lander. It's Kev Green and I'll Wait Forever. And we're going to give it a spin for you right here, right now. Your Music Live. Like Unrequited Love. Hello, welcome to Your Unrequited Love Live. No, very good stuff there from Kev Green. I'll Wait Forever. Yeah, very sort of nostalgic kind of 50s, 60s vibe in that one. Great guitar tones, great vocals and lyrics in it. Yeah, super bluesy and cool. Yeah, the little guitar lick in there worked a treat, didn't it? And we're going to hear a little more of this because we're going to turn it back up. Oh, we've stopped it. Let's turn it back up. And this can be a laid-back kind of drawing. Good luck, everyone. Can we break it? Pincus tells me that they haven't won either. So will it be Pincus? Will it be Chris Lane Sr.? Can we break the drought? Oh, Sean Chandler, welcome to the party. Saw Chandler pop in and he's just like, I got this. Boop. And then win. Good job, Sean Chandler of the Chandler Brothers, of course. Sean and Patrick do some amazing music. And now Sean will get to choose a song for us to play here on the show. So it's as easy as that. You don't need to be planned or prepared to be on the show. You just throw your hat in the ring for the Play My Fire beat. Let's go back to the Cloud of Sounds. It's been a very Cloud of Sounds heavy show, hasn't it? Nothing wrong with that. Just, yeah, remember, you can share on YouTube, you can share on slaps.com, you can share on your own Bandcamp page, or you can share on the old Cloud of Sounds. This is Eric Bell. Eurodisco meets Share meets Shred. Played on a Gibson R9 with EMGs straight into GarageBand. There you go. Let's give it a spin, shall we? This is Eric Bell here on Your Music Live. What an interesting mashup of sounds and vibes in that one from Eric. Very cool stuff. Thank you for sharing that one. Yeah, mixing the electronic vibes with that one. Very cool. Yes, so thank you for sharing that one. So Sean was trying to be nice and paying it forward to Chris Lane Sr. Mark did that in the first one, Sean. I know you weren't here, but Mark gave Chris Lane Sr. a pity play. So we'll play I'll Take All I Want to Be by the Chandler Brothers. We'll cue this one up for us in just a sec. But yeah, how cool was that? Like, really nice beat sitting with the guitar doing its thing. Very nicely done. Let's jump over to the tube. I reckon I can find this on YouTube. We'll go Chandler Brothers. Chandler Brothers. It's funny. The people around here remind me of those old Warner Brothers cartoons where it's like, oh no, after you. Oh no, I insist. You go. Oh no, old chap, or something like that. I don't know. I haven't watched them for a while, but everyone's so nice to each other. What are we looking for here, Chris? So we're going to play the Chandler Brothers. I'll take all I wanna be. Let's find this one. I'll take all I wanna be. And we'll search it. Here it is. It's called All I Want to Be. I'll take all I want to be. I'm with you now. So this is from a year ago. This is from the Chandler Brothers, written and performed by the Chandler Brothers. And it's our winner of our Play My Fire Beat here on Your Music Live. Excellent stuff there from the Chandler Brothers. Oh, a bit of Vegas thrown in there. I like it. Cool stuff indeed from the Chandler Brothers. There you go. You never know what you're going to get, and especially when we do the Play My Fire beat. I don't even know what we're going to get because it is all random, folks. And if you want to relive that one, all you need to do is jump down into the description because the reason I'm kind of talking around myself here is I'm typing in Chandler Brothers and I'm pasting in that link and I'm hitting the save button. So if you refresh now, you'll have the link down there for you. We're reaching towards the end here, folks. We've got a handful of songs left for you, so you can hang out for them. We'll go into overtime. It won't be a heap of overtime today. Probably 15, 20 minutes of overtime. No matter how many songs there are, I can't seem to squeeze it into 2 hours. It's just not possible. Too much goodness to squeeze into that short period of time. Next up, it's Gianpaolo Gallian, Linea Quattro, who say this short hard rock sample was recorded and produced in our studios with the former Linea Quattro bass player Alessandro Zaya in a guitar trio settings, no keyboards, to promote our group service for third parties in the name of versatility. Enjoy. There you go, the Gallian brothers. This will be interesting. Linea Quattro, you'd know if you've been following the show. Very sort of funky, groovy kind of sound. What are they going to do with a little bit of hard rock? Let's give it a spin. In news that surprises literally no one, the Gallians can absolutely rock as much as they can do the groovy chill stuff. Very cool stuff. Yeah, very versatile, very, Chili Peppers kind of vibe. Very, very sick and slick as well. Very cool stuff there. I'd love to hear some Linea Quattro rock music as well. That was really cool. Thank you for sharing that one. And again, well under a minute and 5 seconds, I can play those songs all day. Next up, we have Gehen, Gehen. They say second single, anticipating our next EP, releasing on November 15th. We are a post-metalcore band from Paris, France. Will You Hold Me is about the fear we all have of being nothing, not leaving a trace after we die, not being remembered. This song is a nihilistic take on self-centered anxiety we feel when we all think of the end. Let's give it a spin, shall we? Gehen and Will You Hold Me?
Where
cool is that? Like, legitimately next level cool. You know, I love myself some dynamics. I love some contrasting verses and choruses, and that just freaking rocks. Yes, brutally brilliant in the switch there. Will you hold me? Gehen, Gehen. I'm assuming that's the pronunciation. But yeah, feel free to correct me. You can, if anyone wants to throw phonetic spelling into your submissions, you're totally welcome to do so. I won't be insulted. In fact, I'll be like, yes, thank you. Please help me. Alrighty, we'll play another tune. This comes to us from Girlfriend in Your Luggage. And they say, nameless name, Toganashi Togiari cover from the anime girls band Cry. Have I done it again? I've put it out of... let's go back under the covers for a song, shall we? I did not read the description properly. It had lots of Japanese characters in there, so I didn't read it properly at all. Clearly. Yes, exactly. It definitely should have been with the covers. You might have to do the thing that Paul did today, where he just wrote cover at the start of the submission. And of course, Gregory O'Sullivan, very good friends with Girlfriend in Your Luggage, so knows what's going on there. Let's give it a spin here on Your Music Live. I like it. It reminds me of those the in Guitar Hero Rock Band and stuff, the really weird ones that towards the back of the packs that not many people play, but that are just absolutely frenetic and crazy. Very cool stuff there. Yes, back in time to catch the craziness. Yeah, I know the MIDI notes are the actual vocal melody. It's very cool, and metal drums in there, and yeah, exactly. Right? I couldn't know. Greg, I mean, Girlfriend in Your Luggage has some amazing talent there. Very good stuff indeed. Next up, we're going to go to Zonis. They were a featured artist a few weeks back, and they're back. Recorded live off the floor, no studio edits, no auto-tune, just the sound of us playing. I love it. A bit of humans getting together with humans and playing. This is You Are the Key, Zonis and the After Party live studio performance here on Your Music Live.
1, 2, 3, 4.
is hard. Life is sweet when you share from your heart. People will talk, people will lie, people surprise you and make you cry. Be kind, rewind, get the haters out of your mind. Stand tall, stay strong, you know your worth without a doubt. Be you, be true to the love in your heart. Release control, expose your soul. Take back what they stole. You are the key. Put on a fresh face, debunk disgrace. Your story is yours and yours alone. Are you the hero? Are you the villain? Can you forgive? Do you atone? People will blame, people will hurt, people despise you for the stain on your shirt. Be kind, rewind, get the haters out of your mind. Stand tall, stay strong.
Very cool. I've dived headfirst into Zonis and their music, and I got to tell you, it's super duper cool. I would highly recommend going and checking out all of the stuff they've got shared over on their channel, live performances, videos like we've seen in the past. Just lots of really, really cool stuff. They are super talented performers. Very cool. Thank you for sharing it. Next up, we got Greg Pincus. Hey, Pincus, found good keys and made a song around it. Please start it at 10 seconds. 10 seconds in. We can do that if SoundCloud will go away with their little ad here. So we'll fire this one up, flick it into the 10-second mode, and give it a spin on Your Music Live. Stuff there, Pincus. Appreciate it. Just smooth vibes for days there. the Pincus Project Studio Creations there. Just a one-man band swimming in a sea of notes. I like it. Hello, Goats on the Roof. Yeah, we approve of goats. We love goats around here. And you submitted your music. Yeah, look, if you've submitted using the form, I'll be checking it out and you'll get an email if you're on the show next week. Moving in a different direction or maybe all directions. Hey, do you even need a direction? That's the thing. I think we get a little bit over zealous about like, oh, I've got to create this sort of music or that sort of music, or where am I going with my music? It's like, you know what? Sometimes the music just tells you where it's going and you're just the passenger. I think that's the case there, because that was some pretty cool tunes. Hey, guess what? Yeah, I know. It's sweet, bittersweet serendipity of the end of the show. Yeah, I know. We've got 3 songs to go. That means it's time for our anti-penultimate, penultimate, and ultimate tunes. So, on the anti-penultimate front, someone we haven't heard from for a hot minute. It's Psycho7, who says, "Hi gang, I haven't contributed for a while, lacking motivation or something. I have, however, been creating short riff ideas, and this one just happened to be about 2 minutes long, so I thought I would drop in and say hi to everyone. Just a couple of drum loops, a few rhythm tracks, bass part, and as always, the full song of solo guitar." Sorry, Pete. It's what I do. I haven't been contributing, but I have been listening to all of you for inspiration. Keep creating, guys. You are awesome. Well, thank you, my friend, as are you. Look, it's 2 minutes, and we can play the whole gosh darn thing. So this is Psycho7 and Solitude on your music. Bye. Very cool stuff there from Psycho7. Really cool. Welcome back. Yeah, look, sometimes you just need to get stuff out there, don't you? You need to get recording, and yeah, you might not know exactly where you're going with it or what you're doing with it, but yeah, just record and go. And that one came in pretty late, but I'm like, you know what? Let's throw it in there. Let's slot it in the anti-penultimate spot. So very cool stuff indeed. Speaking of coming in late and me just throwing in this time the penultimate slot, it's our penultimate song. And it's from our old friend, Dark Leela. Says, late on Dia de la Muertos evening, I conjured up this session and made a trippy video as usual. Let the zombies, vampires, and sugar skulls draw you into the winter. I like it. I haven't even listened to this. This is how much trust I have in Leela, that she just throws it to me and I'm like, I'll give it a spin. Why not? I know it's going to be cool. I know it's not going to be anything offensive. It's just going to be probably weird, in a good way, and 100% Leela. So let's give this one a spin, shall we, here on Your Music Live penultimate.
All day, all night, 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 all day, all night.
Yeah, the sounds that Leela is able to conjure up in her music these days are kind of phenomenal. Like really, really cool stuff. Like yeah, good graphics, but yeah, the dripping kind of bloop sort of sound there, yeah, really creates some like texture and almost liquidity to it, doesn't it? You could almost say it's slightly damp. Dare I say? No, I won't use it. Very cool stuff there from Leela. Thank you for sharing it. Was absolutely worth it. Was worth me sneaking it in last minute and sight and sound unseen. We're about to play our final song. Yes, please. I will not say that. I know it's very. Some people just really don't like it. I don't love it, but yeah, nice one there from Leela. I'll have a quick cough. I thought I was going to be able to get through this last introduction without the cough, but no. I think that's the first cough button of the entire show. Wow, now I've jinxed it, haven't I? We are about to play our final song, and then we will be done for yet another week. It is our featured artist, The Skeptics, and their new track. But before we do that, a few things, a few farewells and thank yous and all the rest of it. So thank you to all the artists who submitted and whose songs we played on the show this week. Very diverse range, quite a bit of breakup and unrequited love stuff in there, but still some positive messages as well, and some really cool vibes, some rockin' tunes, some laid-back mellow vibes. It was a lovely mix, as it is every week here on the show. And by the way, we had someone asking the timing of the show, so we're back into a regular time now for a while. So we settle into our summer/winter timing, which means that everywhere in the world is back on standard time, and here in Australia we're into summer time. So right through November, December, January, February, we all align on times, even into March. I think March is when things get hectic again. So 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 10 10 p.m. UTC is our usual show time. So that's for Your Music Live, that's for GarageBand Weekly, and then that is it, because the other shows, Happy Hour is at a different time, as is the podcast. But for this show and tomorrow's show, yeah, you can tune in 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Greenwich Mean or UTC time. If you would like to support me, you can become a channel member. You can support me on Patreon, and you can even donate to help keep the lights on as well. And if you want to submit your track for a future show, go ahead and submit it at studiolivetoday.com/YML, or got the right hand this time, submit your song using the QR code there or in the description. Thank you also to everyone who's been here watching and listening into the show and into the music. Again, if you want to support all these wonderful, talented artists, you can do so in a couple of ways. You can hit the thumbs up button here, but more importantly, you can click and tap on all the links that I put in the description and go and follow these artists on the various platforms. They will appreciate it, and you get amazingly good music to listen to. It pops up in your feed whenever they release something new. So win-win. And a huge thank you to these fine folks, DistroKid, for whom we could not keep the lights on. We could not do this show without the wonderful support of DistroKid. So thank you, DistroKid. And I know many of you out there are happy, long-time DistroKid users and members, and get your music out there. Again, get it out there on all the platforms. It feels great, and it's super useful for you as well. This is the final song. It comes to us from The Skeptics, Tremor Bear, Ian Luckett. This song tells of being lonely. Sometimes we all feel lonely, even among the people we love. Thank you, Pete, for playing our music. Well, thank you, Tremor Bear, for being a long-time supporter and community member. Appreciate you. Thank you to Ian Luckett, and great to see you guys get together. I won't take credit for it, but it is these sort of community things that we do that help people discover other people's music. And then, yeah, when you join together, again, the outcome is greater than the sum of the parts. So thanks, everyone, for being here. As we say at the end of each and every show, please be kind to yourself this week. Be kind to others. Keep creating. I'll see you next time here on Your Music Live. See you tomorrow.